Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, you guys. You guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. All subscribers, old and new, welcome back to the channel, you guys. How are you guys doing? First and foremost, how has your week been? You guys, so the kids went back to school. Okay. The kids went back to school on, you guys, as you coming in, let me know if you guys can hear me because I'm not using the earpiece. Because sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, and I don't want to chance it. Y'all, don't mind the clothes in the back. It's been a week, okay? So, you guys, yes, how has everything been? How has y'all week been? You guys, so yeah, let's get into it, okay? So the kids have been back to school. They went back to school on they went back to school on Tuesday. They went back to school on Tuesday, you guys. And you guys, your girl has been on it. You know what I mean? Like she has definitely been doing her thing. As you guys can tell, um, I have not been doing our lives. It's back to regular scheduled programs. I am a little behind schedule today because usually I go exactly at 9 o'clock my time. But I had to charge my phone, and there's been a whole thing with the internet today. So I'm hoping there's no interruptions as we're doing this live. But yeah, you guys, so the kids went back to school, and I basically been transitioning, you guys. And it's a weird thing because the kid, it's not like they were on, I mean, I guess you can consider it that their summer break, but you guys know like some of them were still going to school here and there because of programs and things like that. And then but yeah, but for the most part, they were home, and I didn't have to be doing the whole 5 o'clock in the morning situation. So needless to say, your girl is back on that schedule. But you guys, I definitely have, because we've been talking about it. We're in July, so I definitely was tapping into some of the things that I had yet to tap into thus far in the year. And ow, one of those things, you guys, has definitely been, self care when it comes to, the physical, and all the things, you guys. So since the kids went back to school, hi, welcome to the channel, you guys. Thumbs up the live as you come on in. As I, okay, shh, go ahead. They start back to school on Tuesday the 8th. You guys, since the 8th, your girl has been intentionally going after, y'all know I've been doing my stretches, but I just been doing a lot more, and nothing too much, you guys. Like, y'all know I don't like anything that's like not too fun or, anything too repetitive. I just go on YouTube, y'all, team YouTube all the way, and I find me something that I can resonate with. I've done some dancing, like I think Monday and no, Tuesday was the 8th. So I started doing some, I found one that I particularly liked, and I watched that like 30 minutes a day. You know what I mean? I did dancing for the first 2 days, and then these last 3 days I just been doing more like walking, like in-house situations, just to get my body moving, y'all. Like if you've seen my shorts, I did upload a couple of shorts for you guys, not too many, but just a couple. Close the door. That's fine, just talk to him and close the door. I'm not getting involved with you guys' video games and stuff. That's daddy, not me. Um, so yes, you guys. So I have been intentional about getting, because your girl, yeah, if y'all seen the shorts, the creakety creak, I can't do the creakety creak, okay? I cannot, like with the bones, doing all the things. So self-care, y'all, is important, especially when it comes to your physical body and all the things. Like, how you plan to live a long life, to have to, watch over your children, or do the things that you want to do in life in general if you're not taking care of yourself. So I was intentional, and I do, y'all know I don't like working out. that's not my lane. You know what I mean? However, it's important. You guys know I like to walk, so I don't mind walking. But just to get back into it and tap back into it, you guys, I just found some things on YouTube that I particularly like, and I've been at it every day since the kids moved back to school. Every day. Yeah, and that's the thing too, like with procrastination and stuff. It's like, yeah, your girl can definitely procrastinate. You guys know that. That's why when we came back on this channel hard, it was all about not procrastinating and getting the things done. Okay. And I guess, I can say for me, like when I say to myself, okay, it is time, it is time. Okay. And so I'm feeling good, guys. It's what I want to say 4 days. Um, what's today's Friday, right? No, today's Saturday. They went to school on Tuesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today's day 5. Today's day 5. Your girl has been consistent, and I hope you guys are looking after yourselves as well. I hope you guys are finding things that you can get into so that you're not feeling sluggish. Like even like I know about my snacks. Yeah, I know about my snacks, and I'm not perfect, y'all, but I slowly but surely trying to cut it off here and there. Like I've definitely been having more fruit and things like that, which I like, but definitely like the sweets and stuff, I am definitely cutting them out. I think I'm going to do a shorts this week to show you guys something that I just discovered recently from my friend and y'all, because we're out here in Tanzania. We're out here in Tanzania, and we found a snack that tastes like Butterfinger. Like, Butterfinger. And you guys, when I think from middle school on all the way through high school, that was my candy bar. It definitely changed to, Snickers and other things. For a hot minute there, Butterfinger was my ish. Okay. And then, so when she showed me that there's like this Butterfinger type of candy bar here in Tanzania. It comes in a big pack. Okay, it's like 10,000 T shillings, okay, which is less than $5. And it has, a bunch of mini bites in it. And you guys, I got home. I got home and I went in. I went and she found Cheetos. She had found Cheetos, not the spicy kind, the regular kind. Yeah, I got like 3 big bags of those, and one bag for me and two for the other kids, two for the little ones to share, and the other one I like split among the kids' school lunch. That was a nice treat for them because it's not easy to find U.S. snacks out here, and if you do, a lot of times it's really expensive. So so since we found them, even Happy was like, "You didn't get any more," and I was surprised at that because we're not like chips people like that, but it was nice. I'm definitely gonna get back some more of them for whenever we're in that part of town because it's definitely not like close to me. Um, but yeah, you guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are getting in your water, your good health. You have getting into your walking, your stretching. You guys, I'm feeling really good. Today I had dinner and I honestly felt like I was telling hubby, I'm like, babe, like I don't feel like I ate. Like, you know what I mean? But I ate and I'm not full. I mean, I ate and I'm not hungry. I'm content, but I don't feel like the food like I took in anything. And he's like, yeah, that's because of all the burning the calories or whatever. And you guys, I'm really not doing it to lose weight by any means. Like if I could keep my weight and still do the things that I'm doing, that'd be perfectly fine and great for me. As a matter of fact, because actually hubby likes, the weight or whatever. But I don't think see that happening like that. That's not how my body works. Um, but yeah, it's important for me to do the stretches, you guys. It's important for me to be. I really do not like feeling sluggish and feeling like I need to have a whole colonic or something. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like to feel. I like to have a pep in my step. Okay, like a whole pep in my step, you guys. And so that is my end goal. Okay, I'm on live. So go deal with your brothers. Yeah. Well, let his phone be dead. Play the other game with him. I don't know, but can you not interrupt me again? Don't interrupt me again, Journey. I really do not care about the game. Close the door, please. Y'all, it's like they all have something, some kind of device, but as one dies and it goes uncharged, they basically go to the next person's to, share, and then that person dies, and it's like ongoing, ongoing. And now this is like, you about to go to bed. That's what you about to do. Don't harass me about video games, okay? That is not my lane, and I could care less. Like, honestly. But yeah, you guys. So, as I was saying, your girl has definitely been, just transitioning into the things that like what I want to have done throughout the day. And I kind of want to talk about that too. Like, talk to you guys. Like, how are you guys when it comes to transitioning? Like, what are some things that you guys incorporate in your lives to help you transition and things. You know what I mean? Because transition is nothing but change. It's all it is. It's a fancy word for change, and it's not always easy. It's not always easy if you have kids, if you have other priorities, if you are not feeling up to the task at hand. Because y'all, let me tell you. I should have probably started doing this, whole, getting back into, shape for the most part since the year started. But yeah, I told you guys, I take things by bites. Okay. At first, it was coming back onto y'all this channel and getting it going again, and just pouring into myself more and more, whether it be my hobbies, whatever the case may be. Just, I get into things and then I make sure I get a little momentum and then I can jump into the next task. That thus far has been working for me this time around. There has been times where I just pile on everything and try to be superwoman and try to do everything for everybody and do everything for me, and it doesn't work out. It does not work out. So thus far is your girl has been conquering it. And I want to ask you guys, like, how are you when it comes to change and transitioning? And it's like it's change that you make happen. It's not change that, just comes about. And it's change that you are making happen. Like, do you feel stable? And if you do, like, do you feel stable right away? Or is it something like you have to gain, as you gain momentum? Like, what is the deal? Like, for me, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like the first couple of days as I did, I could, and that's not the only thing I've been doing, you guys, since the kids went back to school this week, because I really want to see how I can fit certain things in just to better myself for me and for people around me that I, care about. Um, you guys know that I went out with my friend. I think what last weekend. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. It was fun. It was a fun video, and that's something too that I want to incorporate more of. Is because y'all know I'm a homebody. I prefer to be minding my business in my house, y'all, because a lot of times things backfire. You know what I mean? Things backfire, and it's not always, the greatest thing to come out of your shell and, leave your home. Like, that's just how I see it, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to take those steps sometimes, with the proper people, and, get out of your shell, do things here and there. So yeah, I did that and that was fun. And I think I made a decision. I think I made a decision to kind of do more things like that, like maybe like monthly. Like I already do that stuff with hubby. What I mean? We have our planned date nights on a monthly basis and things like that. But also, just to do things besides that, and also do, like even with the kids, we do certain things. But this is like more for me, like what am I going to do for myself that, will help me to, love more up on me, basically. Um, so yeah, you guys, the first couple of days, I'm not gonna lie, half an hour or not, your girl's huffing and puffing. It was not, but I definitely, you know what, that's the thing, you guys. When you do something that you know you should be doing and you actually want to do, but it takes some time to get into it. Once you actually do it, you feel so good. You feel so good. And I think after day two, which was Wednesday, after day two, maybe Thursday, maybe day three, I was like, I give myself high five. I was like, okay, like I'm going. I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to it, and I think I told you guys that one time too. Like I don't like working out, but there is a time, there is a period. I People might say that's a lie, but for me, it's not. Like there's a time where I'm like, okay, I'm aching for the feeling of my bones feel like I've done something. You know what I mean? Like you want to feel that ache of having done some kind of movement and work. Hi, welcome. I don't know how to say your name. Midzani. Welcome to the live. Thanks for the thumbs up. Subscribe. You'll like it here. But yeah, so I'm just talking about transitioning. This past week, my children have went back to school. I'm out here in Tanzania, Africa, and I was just telling them how, once the kids started went back to school on Tuesday, I wanted to incorporate some things that I've been wanting to do for myself for a while. And now that it's July, the year is like going like this, So what I did, I found some random videos that I was interested in to do some like more, movement, working out, whatever you want to call it, dancing, walking in the house, whatever it is, just get some steps in. And that is what I am, the first subscriber and liker and first on your video. Welcome and thank you for that. Welcome, welcome. Thumbs up to you. Like you are bomb.com. But yeah, so we're not getting any younger, you guys. So we definitely have to take care of ourselves by any means necessary, okay? And so it was very important to me to get back into that the pep in my step. And so since Tuesday, your girl has been doing some type of, call it working out, call it moving my bones, moving my body every day since Tuesday. So today's day, I did this already, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, today's day 5. So yeah, I've been doing that. Where are you from? I'm Haitian. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. Um, and then my adult life I spent in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Then I moved out here to Tanzania. I'm in Tanzania now. I've been here about going on 6 years. Where are you from? But yeah, you guys. So it's definitely, something that, it's not easy. There's a lot of things in life, you guys, that we want to do, and we cannot let, the fact that it's not, easy peasy, stop us. And I'm telling you, I have a whole vision for who I want to be and how I want to present myself. And I'm going after that. I see that. I see that woman already. You know what I mean? And she's elevated and she's up there. And I'm going to continue to strive to get there. Thank you for the hearts. I definitely want to I know the feeling that I'm looking for. And I'm not the girl, guys. Like I can't do the gym. I'm not the gym girl. I wasted way too much money. I wasted way too much money on, gym memberships in the past, and I've gone maybe like the first week and that's it. I like in-home things. I like being able to have, and it was so funny, you guys. The first day I did it, you had to, yes, I have 5 kids. The first time I did it here, I was doing I was doing a twerk video, okay? It worked you out and everything, okay? Y'all, the kids, the younger two don't go to school, so they were here. I had set them up in their room and everything, but of course, as soon as they hear too much, maybe for you, not for me. I'm quite content and happy with my 5. So the younger two, of course, they heard the music, so they come running to my room. But then, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna get discouraged. I'm not gonna get mad. Because sometimes when you do certain things like working out and stuff, you want to be by yourself. You want to have fun in your room by yourself or whatever the case may be. But you know what? They're kids and they want to be in on it. I just made sure, okay, just stay behind me now. Stay behind me. And I did not let that stop me. You cannot let, especially if you're a mom, I know if you're a mom, don't let things like that stop you. Get him involved. You know what I mean? Like put that kid on your back and do some push-ups. I'm not doing that. These kids are heavy. However, don't let things like that stop you. Push them to the side, let them do what they gotta do. Because I mean, it's really and truly, you're being a great example for them because that should be part of everybody's life, really. Doing some kind of activity that stretches us and do things with improves our body. What is it? I can't play. I can't do Golden Journey. I'm not gonna discuss that right now with you. Close the door. They are fighting over the video game, and I cannot. I'm not that. I don't deal with video games. How about you? But yes, you guys. So besides that, besides making sure my physical self is getting cared for, I have. You guys, I love cucumber water. Like, the little one came earlier. I was like, let me get some. I was like, okay. And of course, who was that? That was my son. That was the fourth. But yeah, so the other thing that I incorporated this week was I'm not gonna dive in too deep into it, you guys, but I definitely wanted to say that I definitely am taking more a look into in my spirituality and other things, and just being more intentional when that in terms of that. So yeah, I've been intentional on that, and it's just been a really great week, you guys. Like I haven't been around much on the channel this week. I've been posting. I posted to you guys. You guys, if you're not on Instagram, go follow your girl on Instagram on IG. Um, yeah, cucumber water is the best. And you know what? I have some mint in the garden, and I think I'm definitely going to add some mint to it tomorrow. Yeah, cucumber was wonderful. But yeah, so I've been definitely, you know, besides working out some, and I'm definitely like, adding more to my plate with my intentionality when it comes to my spirituality and all the things. Y'all, I told you guys I was gonna do that closet. I did the closet this week. Like it's been a productive week, you guys. Like your girl has been on it, and really and truly, y'all, but we're doing the things that we're adding on these different things and the regular day-to-day stuff, and then having to get up at 5 for the kids. Yeah, your girl was tired, so there was no way I was going to be able to do extra lives. So our lives are back to normal scheduled programs on Saturdays. Happy Saturday! And as I am able to do more, I definitely will. I have meant to. Oh, okay. Did you tell me where you're from? Where you're from, and where you at? Where you at? But it just likes to grow. Okay. If you have it in your garden or in a container is fine, but if it's not anywhere in your garden, it spreads. It goes everywhere. So just be aware of that. I mean, I have mint and I have peppermint, and they grow like wild. So just be aware. They'll take over your garden in a minute. But yeah, you guys, I have just been really just intentional about getting the things done that I want to get done. Um, and just living life and trying to, fulfill my joy, fill my cup. And I've been tired a little bit. But it's funny because I could be tired, but at the same time, your girl is still not going to bed at a decent time, a decent hour. And you guys, honestly, I don't know. I don't believe that will ever change. I don't believe that will ever change. I'm that girl that I'm from Botswana. Nice. Are you there now? Or that's just where you're from? Is that where you're growing your mint? What's the weather like? So yeah, so I definitely um what was I saying? I definitely want to just be intentional, continue to be intentional, continue to grow in all the areas. And you guys, you feel so good. Yeah, I was talking about me being tired. And I feel like even though when I'm tired, I'm like, I'm not going to bed at a decent time. I'm really not. I went to bed the other night, I think at 2, like past 2, and I had to get up like 5:15 for the kids. And usually after they leave about 6 o'clock. I can still like, catch a couple more Z's if I want to. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I am from Botswana. In the I am in the USA. Oh, okay, cool. When in US are you? That you can grow mint. Yeah, so I've been getting up for the kids, you guys, and I don't know. I don't believe. I think that's just me, you guys. I don't think it's ever gonna change. At least not right now. For me to be going to bed early, I just bite the bullet and get up when I have to get up. But yeah, I've been doing good with my sugar. And yeah, yes, it's just all about being intentional. It's about being intentional. It's about seeing the end goal and seeing what the vision is for yourself, for your careers, for your livelihood, whatever the case may be, whatever you are pursuing, be intentional about it. Be intentional about it, set a goal, and just strive. And nobody's perfect, you guys. We're gonna mess up. Like, you're gonna mess up. You're not gonna be perfect, and that's just fine. You just want the best version of yourself. And the best version of me has a pep in her step, honey. Like, I wanna feel like I can fly. Show me one of your children. No. I mean, they come around, but I'm not gonna intentionally go there and show you my child. Do you have kids? And yeah, they're actually, back there, they don't really show up on the lives. Oh, well. What is it? You have to use the restroom? No. Okay, go to bed. Oh, and you gave my phone. It's still charging. I'll bring it to you when it's done. Yeah, that's kind of weird to me. You're talking about some show me your children. I don't know. What? It's weird. This is the internet. And he says, show me my children. It's like, I don't know. Do you have kids though? Do you have children of your own? But yeah, you guys, if you're not following me on IG, go follow me on IG. Oh, you guys, I think I told you guys I did tell you guys, I was also going to be doing some pictures, in the garden with the kids because I wanted to have some pictures, with the family so that I can later, develop and have part of the wall. Because as you guys know, we are under construction. How many kids do you have? And so, I want to accumulate some really cute pictures, and I do have pictures already. But I have a goal, and I also wanted to take pictures because the youngest is getting older and older. Y'all, I took those pictures, and they came out good. I really enjoyed taking them. It was really fun. And we're gonna be doing a lot more of that too. I probably be posting them. Probably this week I'll post them because I haven't posted any yet. I just share them with some family members. Awesome. How many girls? How many boys? I have four boys and one girl. But yeah, so I probably be posting them this week. So if you're not following me on IG, definitely follow me on IG. I'll probably be posting them on there. And I had an amazing time, guys. You guys, you do not have to wait for a professional photographer. You don't miss out on opportunities to, do whatever because you're waiting on a third party. Like, especially now with technology and the things that can get done, don't screw yourself. You know what I mean? Like, two boys and one girl. Oh, yay. That was me. I was the only girl between two boys growing up. But yeah, so do not wait and procrastinate on things because you have all these excuses and you want to wait for this one. You guys, like my baby doesn't look like a baby anymore. You know what I mean? Had I waited any longer because I want to, research a photographer or blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, three boys. Okay. And all the things, I wouldn't have caught those pictures and he would have been a lot bigger and they came out really cute. I'm very happy with the pictures. I can't wait to post them. I'll probably share with them this week sometime. Maybe tomorrow even. Depends on what I'm doing. I don't know. But yeah, you guys, like, be intentional. Be intentional about yourself because you are worth it. Okay. Like I feel so good after I do like my little but my not even my little because you're gonna be, yeah, as I said, I be huffing and puffing the 5,000 steps and all the things, or just dancing in the room just to sweat it out, just to do it, just to get the body going. Okay, get the body going. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. As I said, it's not always easy. It's definitely not always easy. And you definitely have to prioritize. You have to prioritize, you guys. Prioritize yourself because you are worth it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Okay, no one else is going to work out for you. No one else is going to, handle your business. Like, no one else is doing it for you. So get it done and don't beat up on yourself. Give yourself some grace, when you fumble, because it's going to happen. Y'all, I have some sweets. I have snacks because I have snacks. My snacks stay on like by my bed, okay? And there are snacks still there that I need to get rid of or put in the freezer so that I am not tempted. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, but your girl's been doing okay. It's just been a lot. It's been This week has been a whole change, a whole shift. A shift in mindset, a shift in, what I'm doing on a regular basis. And, and even getting the time, when I can do certain things. You don't be rigid when it comes to those kind of things, because a lot of times, especially if you have multiple children or if you have a lot going on in your life in general, we set times for stuff. And sometimes it just does not fall in that bracket, on a certain day. It doesn't mean it's always all wobbly and, confusing, but there's gonna be certain times. You guys, that's another thing. Like, for example, like this week, Tuesday they went to school just fine, and then on Wednesday, the car had issues. Okay, the car had issues. Okay, so on this hill, there's like this big old patch where you go down the hill and it's like so dusty, so full of like not dirt, just that fluffy dirt, just dust. Okay, and I guess there was like a big stone that was buried in it, and the driver did not see it, and it did something to the side of the car and it indented into the tire, could not open that door. And something it was we had to call the fundi, which is in Tanzania, that's just a contractor, but it was specifically for the car. And they came, and it was just a whole thing, you guys. It was a whole thing, and then it was not, cheap to get it fixed, because there was certain parts that had to get, you know, bought and other things. So that was definitely a wrench in the whole schedule, okay? Because when they were out here working, it was like I was trying to, okay, my I try to do my little me move my body time around like right before the kids come home from school. So that way when they come home, I can dish out some food for them, whatever, and I can just jump in the shower and yada 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 and then so forth with the rest of the day. Because as you guys know, once those kids come home, the day is ending for me. Like, with the time difference, the day is ending for me. Um, so yeah, so needless to say, like that whole car, like I'm talking to hubby, I'm talking to the fundies, I'm talking to it was just so much, and I was high off of the day before where everything went so smoothly. You know what I mean? Everything was so. My wife has the phone now. Okay, welcome to the live. So yeah, so the whole day before the first day they went back to school was so good. I had a high off of that. But then it was like people were trying to like pull me down, with this whole car situation and other situations that was just kind of like annoying me a little bit, you know what I mean? And it was just like a whole thing. So, and of course, while I'm trying to, do a little workout or whatever, trying to move my body, I'm getting phone calls and I'm like, come on, that's my time. And we cannot let that stop us. I try to do like a whole 30 minutes. I think it was a 30-minute video, whatever. I only got to do like, I think 20. But you know what? I still had to pat myself on the back. I still did it. I still pushed for it. And I can't be rigid when it comes to that. You know what I mean? I can't be like, oh my gosh. And I am not messing up my peace of mind over things that I cannot change. I cannot change. Hello, girl. My children are all 8 years. Nice. Nice. I have 16, 16, 14, uh 12, 5, and 2. But yeah, so I definitely, you guys, you can't be rigid. You can't let everything just frustrate you. As much as things are frustrating, certain things are just so frustrating. And for me personally, I do not like to deal with car trouble. And hubby wasn't around, so I had to deal with it. And of course, I'm quick to call and like, okay, here, talk to this person. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like, I cannot afford to be miserable and upset and get down because of situations that are just going to happen, and it's out of my control. Don't do it to yourself, you guys. Don't do it to yourself. Your peace of mind is so precious. Okay, your peace of mind, your happiness is so precious that you cannot. Oh, your kids are triplets. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Well, I mean, if God said for me to do it, I would do it. But that's awesome. But yeah, you guys, you definitely pay attention to, then be intentional about your self care, your self worth, all of the things. And also make sure not to be, go. No, I'm not done, Papa. Go sit down. I will call you when I'm done. Close my door, please, and thank you. Hallelujah. Yeah, so you definitely cannot let, outside circumstances stop you from attaining your goals. You know what your goals are, you know what your dreams are, you know what you want to do, and when all goals and dreams, you guys, require some type of change. Some type of change, okay? Some type of intentional change. And, I'm learning that, I never thought about it really up until this week where I had to, just, okay, when I had to, when I had to, but I incorporated so many different things in my schedule. It's okay. But yeah, transition, transition gracefully, you guys. Like, do your best to transition gracefully, to do the things you want to get done, to incorporate them into your life the best way you can, whatever that is for, whether it's for health, whether it's for your career, business, whether it's for friendship groups, whatever the case may be, whatever kind of transition you need to go and apply within your schedule, within your life, do it with grace and do it with diligence, do it intentionally, do it knowing that, you may have to be a little bit malleable. You can't be rigid about certain things. And you just continue to do you and be good at it, be good at change, because you know what, if you're not good at change, it's difficult. It's very difficult. Okay, you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to adapt to, new circumstances. It's important. It's so important, you know but yeah, you guys, that is what's going on. That's what's been happening here. There've been car issues. The kids have gone back to school. The car did get fixed, thank goodness. There's, business has slowed for us in one of our businesses. This is a lot. It's been a lot of things going on, and we are just, doing our best. I'm doing my best to make sure to stay up, to stay upbeat, to continue to do the things that I really want to do, and to be the best wife and best mother that I can be, and nothing more. Do my best. I'm doing my best, and that's all anyone could ever ask for, but yeah, you guys, it's definitely has been a great week for transitioning. um Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely more things that I want to incorporate into my schedule. However, as I said, you guys, I take small bites. I take not really small bites. I take medium-sized bites, and just go with the flow of it and, make it work. And once I get into a good momentum, I add a little bit more things. And I am loving, like, I can see where the year is going to end, I can see where, at least at least I hope. At least I hope, you know what I mean? Like, I want to, I want you guys to be proud of yourselves come 2026. Take small bites of your goals, you guys. Do something towards your goal, towards your health, towards your dreams, towards your self-love and your self-worth, you know encourage yourself, uplift yourself, do the best that you can for yourself so that you can be able to pour into others and to be able to, even like with your dreams and goals, it's important to pour into yourself for those dreams and goals. Okay. You don't want no hazard, type of emotions and, mental state. You don't want haphazard things. Y'all, I can't stand when people add you to groups. I just got added to a group just now. Um, but yeah, you can't do your best at goals and dreams if Journey, no more, no more. So do it. Why didn't you do it before? Okay, go do it. Thank you, y'all. But yeah, you guys, you want to be your best self. You want to be your best self. When you're pouring into your goals, when you're pouring into your dreams, because it does something. It stirs the pot in a better way. You know what I mean? Like you're able to see things clearer. Like when you're in a good mood, you're in a good spirits because you are doing the things up here and here all around. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect, you guys. None of us are perfect. I'm not perfect, y'all. None of us are perfect. If somebody claims to be, if somebody puts on a show for you guys and you feel like, oh, their life is so perfect and gung ho, they lying. And yeah, yeah, they lying. Okay. The point is just try. Do your best to do something for yourself, uplift yourself, edify yourself, and then as you're doing all that, you are pouring into the goals and dreams you have for yourself. Okay, it's not too late in the year to get something going, to do something that you really want to do, and to show that your dreams and goals matter. You matter. You know, get it going. We are not talentless people. We are not giftless people. We are full of gifts. We are full of talent. We are full of so many things, you guys. And the best way to show those things, if you want to show those things, the best way to even if you want, if even if you don't want to like do YouTube or whatever, you don't want to display, but whatever your gifts are, the best way to go after them and to increase them is to work on you. Work on you, y'all. Work on you. 2025, work on you year. Work on you year, okay? Like that's point blank period. That is point blank period. Work on you year. Like what else do you guys have going on? I know everybody works and everybody, have things that they're carrying around, turmoil, tragedies. It's a lot. It's a lot. The state of the world right now is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you know. But at the end of the day, you have you to think about as well. You have you to think about. Like, you have to. You, you absolutely have to. Nobody else can take care of you better. Like you have to do something for yourself. You have to be able to, you know, your health, you guys, health. Oh my gosh. You increase your health, drink your water, drink your water. If you have to go to the doctor. If you have to get, those grandma remedies to do, go for a walk, all the things, take a nice shower and, wusa, like all the things. If you have a prayer life, like get into it, all the things, you guys, like increase in everything that has to do with you. Increase. The more you increase, the more you have to give, you know? We're not on this planet alone. There's a reason why. And it's not to say, oh, you're doing all this to give it away. You're not gonna be able to help yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be smiling. Like a smile alone. You know what I mean? A smile alone does so much. Like that energy, you guys, that energy does not go unwarranted. It does not go just, that positive energy. There's truth to all that. There's truth to positive energy. There's truth to negative energy. So which one do you want to put out into the world? You know, and I for one say there's enough of the negative energy. So, pour into yourself. For nothing else, to be able to pour it back into the world. There's nothing hard in that. There is really nothing hard in that. You're just being your normal happy self. You know, your normal happy self. I wish you all happiness and joy, fulfillment, blessings. Believe it, it's coming. If you are still struggling to get off the couch, make today the day. Make today the day. Mm, excuse me, y'all. Make today the day. Do it right now. Stand up with the phone, whatever you're watching me on. If you're watching the replay, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you thumbs up the live. But yeah, you guys, like life can be amazing. It really can. Life can be fun. Life can be surprising. Life can be whatever you want it to be. Really and truly. Really and truly, you can find happiness in the weirdest of places. The most disturbing circumstances, you can find joy. You can find joy, or you can create it, you guys. Find your joy or create it. That's what we are about in the channel. That's why when I said that statement, and I was like, I like that. I truly like that. And I am in pursuit of embodying that, finding my joy or creating it on a regular basis. And nothing grandiose, if it is, that's just a cherry on top. But really and truly, I'm finding joy in, even in the mundane. Like I think I posted, was it yesterday? I think I posted an IG, what I was doing at that very moment, and it was pure joy for me. It was pure joy for me, you guys. Like, and I think it was in a post too for you guys. But yeah, you guys, find your joy. Find your joy. Be full of happiness. Be full of positivity. So you're able to pour that out into others. There's so many people out here that are so sad and so unhappy, and sometimes all it takes is for them to see in somebody else, and you might be that person. It may not even be me. You might hear this from me, but they resonate more with you, and they get that from you, and you know what I mean. Like that's how the domino effects works, you guys. That's the effect. Okay, take what I'm saying, embody it, like find your joy, create it. Somebody else who's in your, around you, might is gonna resonate a lot more with you than with me, and they're gonna emulate that, like, and that's amazing. That is amazing. You know, you guys. I hope you guys are doing very well. I hope that this was a great week for you guys. This definitely has been some week for me. I definitely have gotten through a lot of different areas that could check off my, not even check off my list, but just the check off the list that I've started. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna continue. I'll definitely update you guys. I'm not sure, guys. I mean, this is not like a lifestyle type of I know I don't really have a niche on this channel. I pretty much talk about what I want to talk about, and it kind of all, sinks in together. Um, like for right now, this year is all about procrastination and not procrastinating in our goals and our dreams and on ourselves. But who knows what next year will be about? You know what I mean? Um, and maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just pick. How you pick a word or you pick a saying or whatever for New Year's. Maybe I'll just do that, and that'll be the year. That'll be what goes on for the year. I don't know. I'm just talking to y'all. But yeah, we're all about not procrastinating and going after our goals and dreams and our joy. And I hope you guys are doing the same and not sleeping on yourselves. Don't sleep on yourselves because you're amazing. You have so much to offer. So much to offer. You guys, be blessed. I am gonna go continue to crochet. Yes, you guys, I know, y'all want to see. I'm definitely, I will definitely be uploading soon. I keep telling you guys that, but I have to say that so that it'll come to fruition. Okay. But yeah, you guys, have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. If you guys are off, do something fun. Okay. It is cold in these Arusha streets. Like I am cold. Okay. So I hope where you are is nice weather. You guys are having fun. You're doing doing amazing things with your families and your friends. Yeah, build yourself up. Okay, like if you kept your day off and you didn't go to work and you didn't, you kept that day off to, you know, refresh yourselves. Then I wish you all the best. I wish you that you are, even if you go back to work, it's fine. I understand. But I just hope that you are taking the time to show yourself some love, uplift yourself, you know, learn something new about yourselves, and all the things, you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't. Join us on IG. And yeah, you guys, it's been real. I will get back to you guys. I'm not sure about tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. But yeah, you guys will hear from me soon. You hear from me regardless, somehow, some way. And thanks so much, you guys. I did not miss you guys this week. I really did miss you guys, talking to you guys this week. But yeah, comment down below, please, and thank you if you reached to this part of the video. Let me hear an I did. So I know you vibing with your girl. Let me know you vibing with me. Let me know. Okay, you guys, I want to hear some interaction. I want to hear what's going on. What do you think about what I said? Do you feel like you have, like when you are, in the thresholds of change, do you take it well? Are you able to, pivot and do the things you guys do to get it done? That's what life's about, you guys, is change. Okay. Be intentional about yours. It'll be a lot easier. Be intentional. Anyway, guys, I am done. Make sure you drink your water. Thank you for tuning in with your girl. Hey, girl, I'm just not ending. How are you? Welcome to the live. Welcome back. Welcome back. Correct? You're back. Thumbs up the live, girl. Yeah, I was just talking about, the change this week. I have had a whole lot of change this week. Intentional change, which was good, which makes it easier. Just going back to the kids went back to school because they were on vacation for a time. And I incorporated, some call it exercise, if you will, just to move my body some, because girl, that creaky creak gets me all the time, and my knees, and just being intentional about things like that, and just, when it comes to, change, just being able to pivot. A lot of things happened this week that was throwing a wrench in my changes, but your girl got through. But yeah, I'm really focusing on, that as well as internally as far as spirituality wise and other things. So yeah, we talked about that for a time. How are you though? Before I get off of here, how are you? How was your return back? This week has definitely been transition. Tough week, but still grateful. Yes, girl. That part. That part. Tough week, but grateful. That's how I kind of feel like about it too. It was a tough week, but I was definitely grateful and, got through it and looking for even a better week next week as well. Yeah, tough week because you're not with your family anymore. I know that's always hard. But I'm glad you're back on the continent, girl. I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad that you made it back safely and all the things. At least I believe you're back. I believe you're back, according to what I think I saw. I head back this week. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Cool, cool beans. Well, we welcome you back, girl. We welcome you back on this side of the world. But yeah, you guys, thanks again for tuning in and have a blessed weekend, you guys. Enjoy yourselves. Uh, go follow Retired and Rooted in Egypt if you have not. She's an amazing vlogger. I love watching her vlogs about Egypt. Got me wanting to go really soon. That is already in the plans. But yes, you guys, I will watch the replay. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Have a great day, you guys. Find your joy or create it. You too.